editor in Welford Chart Notes. Today we're going to learn how to use the name editor in Welford Chart Notes. To add a new name, click Name, Add. Type in the patient's last name, first name, and an optional ending. Then click OK. The program informs you that there is no patient by that name listed yet. Click Search if you would like to search the existing names to see if you might have misspelled it if you expected this name to have been listed. Click Try again if you realize that you typed the name in wrong. Click Quit if you decide you don't want to add a new name after all. In this case, we click Add It because we know this is a new patient. You are then asked if this name is a synonym of an existing patient in the practice. Patients can have as many synonymous names as you like. It is helpful to enter all synonyms at this time. For example, if a patient is named Elizabeth but goes by Betty, you should enter both Elizabeth and Betty as synonyms of each other so that when users later type in the name Elizabeth or Betty, it points to the same chart. If you are entering a synonymous name, enter yes to this question. If you're not sure, press the search button to see what other names are already listed in the practice. Press Quit if you decide not to add this name after all. But in this case we answer no because this patient is not a synonym of another patient already in the practice. Enter the patient's birth date and gender. Choose the title. In this case, a male defaults to Mr. Choose the race of the patient from the drop-down list. Enter the patient's code number or medical record number. Click the Next button if you want the program to automatically find the next available medical record number and automatically assign it. You can optionally enter the time of day when the patient was born. Specify the activity of the patient. New patients are active by default. Change this if the patient dies, moves away, or chooses another provider. Specify the primary physician within your practice taking care of this patient. If the primary physician is not listed, click the Edit button to edit the list of primary physicians. You can specify one or more secondary providers for the patient as well. Just check their names from the list. Now enter the patient's address. Click the Ditto button to copy the address of another patient in your practice into Millard. For example, if Millard's wife is already a patient in your practice, you can copy her address into the boxes here. Enter the patient's city. Remember that the program substitutes contractions automatically wherever you type them in, including here. You can thus save yourself time by defining contractions for the cities closest to your practice. Enter the state where the patient lives and the patient's zip code. Note that the state and city are filled in by default if you set these options. Now enter the patient's home phone, work phone, and cell phone numbers. The area code is filled in by default if you have set this option. Store the patient's email address here. And type in an optional comment about this patient. I like to record a phonetic spelling of the patient's last name if I need to be reminded of it. Enter the patient's social security number here, and select the patient's preferred language. Here you can specify the patient's ethnic group. If you don't see the ethnic group listed, click the Edit button to add it to the list. Click the Jump button to jump to activities related to the name editor. Click Birth Date Search to search for patients with the same birth date. This helps to make sure that you are not creating a second chart for a patient who is already in the practice but listed under a different name. Click Make Chart Confidential if you want to limit which users are allowed to open this patient's chart. Click New Crop Patient Detail if you want to see detailed demographic information as stored in the electronic prescribing program New Crop. Click Notification Preferences to record how this patient prefers to be notified about medical information. Click Options to adjust the performance of the name editor. Specify the area code and city which appear by default when a new patient is added. Specify the label you wish to use for the code number, such as MRN, record number, etc. Specify the state which appears by default for a new patient, presumably the state where you are practicing. If you use the name editor importer, set the Auto Name Import option to when you wish the program to automatically import that information. Set Force Numeric Zip Code to Yes if you are practicing in the United States, but set it to No if you are practicing in another country like Canada, where the zip code might include non-numeric characters. Choose whether the list of names in the recently used names list should come from any use of the program or only the patients who were used in the writer. Check this box if you want the names in the recently used names list to be shown alphabetically rather than showing the most recent one first. Check this box if you want the program to warn you if you are about to enter a name anywhere in the program that is similar to another name so that you are sure to choose the correct name. Specify the race which appears by default when you add a new patient to the practice, and specify the language which appears by default. Click Assign Codes if blank to have the program automatically assign a numeric code number to each patient that has none. Automatically check birth dates to have the program automatically show you a list of other patients who share the same birth date when you are about to add a new patient to the practice. This helps you to avoid creating a second chart for the same patient under a different name. Check Warn if no email address if you wish to be reminded if you have failed to record an email address for your patient. Click Secondary Providers if you wish to edit the list of secondary providers for this patient. Click Synonyms if you wish to see the synonymous names for this patient. Click the Print button to print the demographic information on your printer. Click on the Formularies tab to adjust which formularies are assigned to this patient for each type of visit location. Click the Pictures tab to record one or two pictures of the face of your patient. Click on this box to designate what you wish to do with the picture. Choose Acquire to acquire the picture from a scanner attached to your computer. Choose Cut to remove the picture from this window but put it on the Windows clipboard. Choose Copy to copy the picture from this window to the Windows clipboard without removing it. Choose Delete to remove this picture from the window without using the Windows clipboard. Choose Import to import an image file on your computer into Welford Chart Notes and place the picture here. Choose Link to link the picture to another file already on your computer without making a second copy of it. Choose Paste to paste the picture from the Windows clipboard into this box. Choose Print to print the picture on your printer. Choose Undelete to restore a deleted picture. Enter an optional comment here about the picture. The program already fills in for you the date and time that the picture was taken. Click on the Emergency tab to record emergency contact information. Enter the name of the person who is the emergency contact. Specify the relation that person has to the patient. Enter that person's telephone numbers and an optional comment about that person. Click on the Insurance tab to record insurance information about this patient, but that's a topic for another video. And that's how to use the name editor in Welford Chart Notes. For more information, visit us at emirj.com.